Ladies and gentlemen, it's collab time with your favorite Grand Admiral and Director of the Video Gaming Division here at the Galactic Empire and your favorite scoundrel in Padme's bedroom. What are you doing over there, man?
I'm waiting for Padme to come home. She's got a picture of General Anakin Skywalker, a 7-star, framed above her bed. What does that mean?
Geez, do you stare at that when you're making love to her?
I have to flip the picture over.
Well, with that lovely introduction, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the Jedi. We talked a little bit about it in your video, Mr. Mobile Gamer. Click on the card in the top right-hand corner to check out your boy. Whew, this guy. We were pretty hyped about it. Yeah. Why don't you preface why we're hyped about Ki-Adi-Mundi, and then we'll kind of transition into how I think Qui-Gon Jinn could be coming into favor again and a bunch of other garbage tier Jedi. Start it off, Mobile Gamer. What's going on here?
First of all, he's unique, and his unique is quite good. It's basically a leadership ability, and there's nothing bad about it. It's actually, a Traya level, awesome, unique, a Veers level quality unique right there, right? Let me look at that. Basically, there's two parts: the speed, the max health, and offense, which is all great.
And it gets better.
But the support and healer roles, now that's like everybody, almost everybody of the Galactic Republic is support and healer. We're talking about like Qui-Gon Jinn,
even Shakti,
all of those ones that never got used before, Luminara, Jedi Counselor,
Yoda,
so on and so on. I mean, the only ones that are really like attackers that are important would be Mace, but Mace is, just kind of out of the loop. The Sakura's really good right there also. So
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes. So there's just so many opportunities. I'm expecting reworks. And the feeling that I'm getting from him right now is that, Newt Gunray is important and he's useful. There was a lot of different ways that you could use Newt, and his team is good. And I'm hoping Ki-Adi-Mundi is similar, or Geo's was more cookie cutter, right?
Yeah.
But Newt was not cookie cutter.
No.
I mean, there was so many different theory crafting opportunities. Like I saw you do it a couple times where, you take Asajj in with a Night Sister zombie, and Asajj is separatist. And so that kind of forces the attack onto the zombie once you did the stealth with Dooku. And there's things you could do with Nest. You could do the same thing with Nest, make Nest your tank. There was this, and that was all based off of Newt, right?
Yeah,
and
Newt and Dooku, yeah.
And Newt was fun, right?
Yeah, Newt's a really fun character. I mean, the thing I see of Ki-Adi-Mundi is that this year alone, we got two, I guess even Newt Gunray's Rook is the third one, but Geonosis and Brood Alpha and Shakti are like the perfect examples I think they're trying to satisfy with Ki-Adi-Mundi. The Geos were pure garbage. Like, there was not a reason to gear them up unless you just had Paga the Lesser and Geonosian Soldier during like the early days
Geos were
of the meta.
If you're free to play too, right?
And it was a huge gift. All these guys are super free to play accessible. And even before the Geo rework happened, Geonosis and Brood Alpha made these guys very usable. I was able to take unreworked Geonosians to beat the Wat Tambor mission, for example. And they got a rework shortly after. And let's kind of repeat history again. With the Galactic Republic clone troopers, Shakti came out and took a garbage clone team and made them into a B-grade team. And then, of course, they got reworked, and then Shakti and clones got better, and then General Skywalker took the clones away. I'm thinking we're kind of seeing a pattern where Ki-Adi-Mundi is going to kind of do the same thing, where he's going to take garbage tier Jedi and make them into something useful, kind of like the Geos as well as the clones. And it all comes down to this unique ability, very much so to like the Hive Mind bonus from Geonosis and Brood Alpha and the unique and leader from Shakti. And so I guess let's do this. When you're looking at these Galactic Republic, excluding important things that are kind of obvious, like Grandmaster Yoda, General Skywalker, as well as other things like General Kenobi, Jedi Anakin, Ahsoka Tano, you can compose some teams here. What characters are you eyeballing? Because I think you and I are kind of looking at the same stuff that should become useful when you consider the fact that Ki-Adi-Mundi is boosting Jedi Galactic Republic, and he's also boosting support and healer characters. So ignoring those important Jedi that we just mentioned, what team are you looking at right now?
Okay, so firstly, let's just talk about Barriss. Barriss has always been important, or at least useful, right? And well, you don't have the Zeta on her unique?
It's one of those Zetas I never got. I'm getting close. It may become time to Zeta if Ki-Adi-Mundi makes characters like her important.
Wow, that's a Zeta. Yeah, that was a staple Zeta for a long time. And then
Gar Sax is more important.
Yeah, the downside to Barriss is that she never could hit, and so it was kind of useful seeing her on Padme team because she could get courage and still do some damage. She has some flexibility, even being put under Rex lead with R2D2 and some clones.
Padme
there's
Amidala.
always been, but to actually get damage output from her with Ki-Adi-Mundi's unique, and then maybe also Qui-Gon Jinn's leadership ability, which I think we want to talk about also as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, just the highlight what we're mainly talking about. The reason why you pointed out Barriss first, because besides all these bonuses Galactic Republic Jedi are getting, if you're a Galactic Republic Jedi with the support or healer role, you're getting an extra offense equal to 10% of their max health. And the reason why you brought up Barriss here was because you want this character maxed out with health, because she basically recovers health based on her max health, and her whole kit's based on her max health. Even I think her basic.
Yeah. She was like the original character that you went like all health. I mean, we're talking about before Padme teams, before Grievous. Barriss was the character that you stacked all of your health mods on, and just went totally hard on health, and her leadership, not her leadership, but her unique and her special all mattered
20%.
So,
and it's so the point we're getting is that Barriss, traditionally a wet noodle character, except when she has courage from Padme, she might be able to do some decent damage once you stack Ki-Adi-Mundi's unique and then Qui-Gon Jinn. Firstly,
there's double synergy there as far as damage. If you look at the leadership ability of Qui-Gon Jinn, gets a bunch of offense based on their speed.
Yes.
And you're getting extra speed from Ki-Adi-Mundi.
So it just stacks upon stacks upon stacks, and Qui-Gon Jinn's a support character. He's a support. Yeah, we're both on the same page here. So he's going to get also that second tier of the bonuses from Ki-Adi-Mundi. And then plus there's offense up here too.
Like the forum post suggested Luminara and Jedi Counselor. I'm going to say this right now. That is a stretch.
You think maybe Jedi Counselor, but I'm thinking I don't think they're stretching too far of Luminara, because again, Luminara is a character you want to max out on health. Look, each ally recovers health equal to 45% of Luminara Unduli's max health, plus an additional 20% of her max health on the start of their next turn. So this is the character going to max out on health. She has okay damage, better than Barriss, but when you take on the Qui-Gon Jinn lead and the Ki-Adi-Mundi unique, I'm kind of tempted to gear up this character when I get closer to unlocking Ki-Adi-Mundi, because this is one of those garbage tier Jedi that might be useful.
I'm not going to do anything with Luminara unless they rework her. They need to do something to her kit or something. And part of it too is that Master's Healing Blessing, like, it doesn't do damage. If it did damage or something more, maybe I would be excited about her kit.
So I do agree with that, unless you had Ahsoka Tano in there, but we're kind of taking out Ahsoka Tano because she's important for too many teams right now. But if you had Ahsoka Tano, she would heal, and then Ahsoka would assist, for example, in that situation. And Ahsoka Tano is a support character, but again, we're kind of excluding her for right now. But Jedi Counselor's kind of in the same situation. He's a healer character. He's also healing based on his max health. So I don't know. It kind of seems like they want you to use these characters, because I'm pretty sure, although they recommend very top tier characters, I feel like that they know that we're too busy using them somewhere else. So they probably want you to dip into things like Jedi Counselor. But this is a character I will not gear up unless we find out through testing that he's fantastic with Ki-Adi-Mundi.
And I'm not, I got to tell you this right now, like, other than Qui-Gon Jinn and Barriss and Ki-Adi-Mundi, I mean, those are fine. You know, I might do some prep work with those characters, upgrading them. But I think Mace is going to have something special. Sakura has been important for a while. You know, if basically, if there was a way of making her so that she only did her basic attack every time and never used her,
exactly. This is not that useful.
She'd be better, but that's not the point. You know, so she's support as well. But, you know, Mace seems like, you know, he needs something, you know, rework. We kind of talked about it. Maybe it just got postponed, rescheduled, but it seems like it's a likelihood. He's just too important of a character to not be reworked. And the timing would make sense for right now. You know, we'll have to start making rework Mace videos here shortly.
Yeah. We gotta meet up and do a Mace Windu rework video.
Yeah, rework Mace video by Christmas if it doesn't happen. You know, because you know. It's just what it is. But so, you know, I just, other than Barriss and Qui-Gon Jinn, I don't really want to dump any resources into Jedi Counselor Luminara or Koth or
Koth is another one,
or any of those guys. But, you know, if they give us reworks, We'll see, right?
Right. I mean, here's some other options. I know Qui-Gon Jinn's kind of obvious. I don't know if I want to give out the Zeta just yet. I'm definitely going to wait.
No.
But look at Mace Windu. Let's say he doesn't get a rework. He still provides some extra offense for the lead. So you take his offense plus Ki-Adi-Mundi's offense. You might get some good hitting Jedi at that point, and you get to recover some max health when scoring critical hits. So although he's a trash character right now, maybe you can get some sort of use out of this guy in the time being. He's not a support or healer, so he's not getting those super extra bonuses. He is a tank, so he's not going to do much there. But yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. Qui-Gon Jinn, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and Barriss are the three that I think are very obvious. The other two, I'm thinking is Aayla Secura. Kind of have her geared up because she's a support character. She should be able to get some stuff up. Maybe even use her as a leader. Because the great thing about Ki-Adi-Mundi is you take his fake lead and stack it with another Jedi lead of your choice. And at least with here, you get a lot a lot of counterattacks, I believe. Right.
And they did in addition to her, we can talk a little bit about Plo. Plo at least has a ship. Right. But and they, which is the only thing that's disappointing about Plo is they kind of have given us the rework already.
Baby rework, yeah. So it's a touch up. Not even a touch up. It's just a buff. The quelling blow.
Yeah, that was like nothing, man. I mean, that's going to be a tough sell right there too, unless there's some sort of super unique that's on Mace that makes Galactic Republic Jedi quadruple the strength in conjunction with Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to even put. The kits are so different today, and if we look at these kits like on Jedi Consular and Koth, these are kits from when the game came out, and they weren't even good then. Nothing has happened with them. It's really, you were 4 years old kits. Let alone 4-year-old kits that weren't good 4 years ago is a tough sell.
It's a very tough sell. I mean, I'm seeing the potential of Ki-Adi-Mundi. They buffed his Plo Koon's basics. Now he dispels all buffs, so very much like Darth Niles. And here's something you don't want to neglect. Jedi teams are going to be fast, it seems like, whether Qui-Gon Jinn lead and Ki-Adi-Mundi in the background. I mean, you can feed a ton of Term Meter through Plo Koon, so that's Plo Koon's kind of looking kind of enticing, and his ship is worth it. So this might be a character to kind of look towards. I'm not sure about you. And then other things, I'm a Gundai support character. He has a counterattacking lead.
Do you remember when the game came out and it was Jawa's AOE?
Oh, man.
Then it was Poe with the tank, and it was a coin flip on who went first.
Yep.
It was, for a brief time, Illuminara and Jedi Counselor were like the meta.
Yeah.
You remember it? I mean, they were just like, it was
some weird times back then. Yeah, some weird times back then. So I guess overall what we're trying to get at is that I think if you love Galactic Republic and you love the Galactic Republic Jedi, although they're not getting a lot of reworks, I think just with the Jedi we have now that aren't the big ones, Yoda, Jedi Knight Anakin, General Skywalker, the list goes on and on and on and on. There's a lot of potential simply because of that unique through Ki-Adi-Mundi. And we're not even talking about all the other stuff that he can do in his kit. And we want to get you guys' thoughts flowing. There's a lot of options right here. I think just to kind of summarize here, I think almost every character you can make an argument for that might be useful, except maybe Eth Koth, Kit Fisto, and maybe Jedi Counselor. But I could find maybe a use for all these other guys that are sitting around waiting for some love.
It's going to be really hard to break apart Padme and Jedi Knight Revan.
Yeah,
I just don't see that happening. I mean, Yoda is vital for Jedi Knight Revan. The team barely works without, and I suppose you could reallocate Kenobi off of Padme if you had to.
Potentially. But the last thing I want to point out is that, there's this conversation going, like, what do you do with Shakti after General Skywalker takes her babies away? Maybe Shakti will then find a home with Ki-Adi-Mundi in one of those 4 or 5 slots, or Ki-Adi-Mundi with Qui-Gon Jinn lead, maybe Shakti lead, because the Shakti lead's not as beneficial for Galactic Republic too much. Although you do get all this a little bit.
Can you imagine if they put Jedi tag inside of her unique?
That would be very helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
because right now, look at this. At the start of the battle, Galactic Republic allies get plus 50% max health, protection, offense for each Clone Trooper ally. And they put Clone Trooper and Jedi ally. Well, this would be your new lead.
That's her leadership. Look at her unique.
A unique ability as well. It's more, if she can give retribution to Jedi, that would be fantastic. So I think Shakti may find her permanent home once she goes through the phases of babysitting the clones until you get General Skywalker. She's babyless, and then maybe she'll be taken in by Ki-Adi-Mundi's home for, I don't know, foster Jedi or something like that. So I think that's another thing to kind of put out there, because she's kind of out there in the wild once you get General Skywalker. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited for whatever Ki-Adi-Mundi is going to bring, of course, because everyone's in the same boat. I mean, the whaliest of guilds will probably unlock him in about a month and a half. So we'll probably start seeing some people find some use out of this 4-star character. Regardless, he might not be plug and play like Wat Tambor, but I think he's going to revitalize a dead section of this roster that has not been used in a very, very long time. Qui-Gon Jinn, definitely keep an eye out for him. I think Shakti and Barriss are probably the 3 characters that might see a big resurgence once Ki-Adi-Mundi gets in line. Any last words, Mr. Mobile Gamer, before we peace out and before Padme gets home over there?
Be cool, stay in school.